Your dogs just bit you. Does that mean they're bad dogs? Does it mean they don't love you anymore? While dog bites can be serious, most of them are relatively mild. In fact, there are several reasons why dogs might bite, and not all of them are bad. As unbelievable as it may sound, sometimes your dogs putting their mouths on you can even be a positive thing. In this video, we'll explore 10 reasons why dogs might bite you, from the very bad to the surprisingly good. So, let's dive in. Reason 1. Fear. This is the most obvious reason dogs might bite, and it's the cause of most genuinely serious bites. Fear. Dogs react when they are scared, just like humans. Dogs that feel cornered or under attack are more likely to bite. You can recognize when dogs are starting to get scared by watching their body language. Are they baring their teeth? Is there a line of fur standing up along their backs? Are they growling? If you notice these aggressive signals in dogs, you can try to diffuse the situation by slowly backing away. Remember, never run, because not only will this trigger the dogs to chase you, but they are also much faster than you are. Reason 2. They might be sick. Some people get really cranky when they're sick, and some dogs are the same. If dogs seem unusually aggressive, it could be a sign that they're in pain or discomfort, which causes them to act out aggressively. This situation can easily escalate into a bite, especially if it happens after you touch a specific part of their bodies. If dogs experience sudden, intense pain, they might sometimes react blindly, without thinking. If you've accidentally aggravated an injury you didn't know about, this could explain why your dogs bit you. Reason 3. Protecting places or objects. Resource guarding is a problematic behavior displayed by dogs when they become overly possessive about a place or object, to the point of growling when someone seems about to take what's theirs or invade their space. If an unsuspecting human hand reaches in during this situation, it's common for the dogs to respond with a bite. In general, never try to take something from your dog's mouths. For situations where your dogs start chewing something they shouldn't, train them to drop or leave the object so you don't have to reach in. Positive reinforcement training is a good approach, rewarding them whenever they do what you want, so they'll associate dropping an item with receiving a treat. Reason 4. They haven't learned boundaries. To some extent, you must remember that biting is a natural behavior for dogs. Most dogs won't seriously bite their friends, but they might give small, occasional nips. As puppies, dogs learn the difference between playful nips and a serious bite through trial and error, observing how their litter mates react to play attempts and adjusting their behavior accordingly. Unfortunately, humans are more sensitive than puppies when it comes to bites, so puppies that move into their forever homes need to relearn these boundaries. If dogs weren't trained as puppies to be gentle with humans, they might grow up without learning how to behave properly. Reason 5. It's actually not a bite. Sometimes dogs may not bite you at all, but instead put their mouths around your arm, almost as if they're pretending to bite, but without applying pressure. This technically isn't a real bite. In English, it's called mouthing, and is a common displacement behavior in dogs. Displacement behaviors occur when an animal or person wants to do something but can't, creating extra energy that needs to be released. A human equivalent would be a child fidgeting when they need to go to the bathroom but don't have access to one. If you're enjoying and learning from the video, consider hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. Not only does it help us, but it also keeps you updated whenever we post a new video. Reason 6. Instincts. A dog's breed can play a role in how likely they are to bite. The breed most prone to biting, surprisingly, is the Chihuahua, followed by the Dachshund. It's always the smaller ones we least expect. Small breeds are more likely to bite, as are some working breeds. Herding dogs, such as the Border Collie, are bred to use their predatory instincts to herd sheep, which sometimes involves nipping to get the flock to obey. Unfortunately, herding dogs aren't always selective about what they're herding. Sheep are ideal, but they may also herd ducks or even small children. And as we know, small children aren't always obedient, increasing the chance they'll get nipped while the dog tries to make them comply. Reason 7. Playtime gone too far. We all love playing with our dogs, but it's important to make sure your dogs understand the difference between playing with you and playing with another dog. Dogs naturally bite and nip each other while playing. which, as we mentioned earlier, can cause problems due to humans having more delicate skin. We don't have a layer of fur to protect us. If your dogs aren't used to playing with humans, they may bite simply because they don't know it's inappropriate. Even if a dog has been trained not to bite while playing, they might still nip occasionally if they get too excited in the moment. No dog is perfect, and it's important to be aware of your dog's moods to keep them from getting overly excited. Reason 8. They want attention. Dogs are famous for being needy creatures, requiring nearly constant human attention to be happy and healthy. If your dogs feel they aren't getting enough attention, whether it's true or not, they might start displaying attention-seeking behaviors like nipping or giving small bites. It can be hard not to give in to these behaviors, especially because they cause pain, even if mild. However, to train your dogs to stop this behavior, you need to avoid giving in. Say no when they bite you, and then walk away. Wait until they stop biting or displaying other unwanted behaviors. Then give them attention, along with praise, and possibly a treat. When your dogs learn that being quiet and calm is a better way to get your attention, the problem should resolve. However, if you give in to the biting and offer attention, they will associate biting with getting attention, and they will continue to do it. Reason 9. They're protecting someone. Dogs are pack animals. Thousands of years ago, your dogs would have been wolves, depending on their pack mates to survive. In the modern era, you are their pack, and they see it as their responsibility to protect you. This instinct, as sweet as it is, can vary in how useful it is. Some dogs are excellent guardians. The internet is full of stories, like that of Axel, a British dog who saved his 86-year-old owner from an intruder by biting the attacker and driving him out of the house. In other dogs, however, this instinct may show up as unnecessary aggression towards anyone they don't know, including partners, friends, family members, and delivery workers. Another situation in which your dog's protective instinct can cause problems is if she is a new mother. A litter of puppies can be a very exciting thing, but it's important to never approach the litter unless the mother seems comfortable with it. Mother dogs are more than willing to defend their babies if they feel it's necessary. Reason 10. Affection. Being bitten can hurt not only physically, but also emotionally. You might feel like your dogs don't love you anymore since they chose to bite you, but you're wrong. Sometimes dogs bite their owners as a sign of love and affection rather than hate. This type of bite is best described as a light nip and shouldn't break the skin. Another name for this in English is cobbing, because when they do it, the dogs may look like a person eating corn on the cob. In reality, your dogs aren't trying to eat you. They're trying to show they care. Puppies and young dogs are especially prone to displaying this behavior, as it's a common way for them to communicate affection with each other when they're in the nest. If you don't like the feeling, even though it shouldn't hurt, don't worry. Most dogs grow out of it in adulthood. Now, let's talk about how to show love to your dogs. Did you know your dogs might not understand that you love them? That's why I made this video right here on the screen, talking about 13 ways to say I love you to your dogs in a way they'll understand. Click the screen and continue with me on this incredible journey into the world of dogs.